Buckle up because the world of two-wheeled motorsport is shifting gears and history is being written in real time. We are tracking the incredible journey of Toprak Razgatlioglu, the three-time world superbike champion who has officially taken the leap into the brutal arena of MotoGP. As the first-ever Turkish rider to compete at this elite level, he is carrying the weight of a nation and a deeply personal promise to his late father, all while mastering a brand-new bike for the Prima Pramac Yamaha team.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
The drama in the paddock is heating up as the 2026 Spanish Grand Prix roars to life at the iconic Circuito de Jerez. Fresh off a month-long break, the factory and independent teams are back on the tarmac with everything to prove. We are breaking down the surprising opening session results as the VR46 squad makes a massive statement by dominating the top of the time sheets right out of the gate. It is not just about the speed. It is about the story captured behind the lens of the world's best sports photographers. We are showcasing the most exclusive, high-octane imagery from Friday at the Circuito de Jerez, where the high-stakes 2026 Spanish Grand Prix is already delivering pure spectacle. Get ready to see the raw intensity, the mechanical precision, and the focused faces of your favorite riders in a way you have never seen them before. Fabio Di Giannantonio is the name on everyone's lips after a blistering performance put him on top of the FP1 board, while championship leader Marco Bezzecchi and the legendary Marc Marquez fight to close the gap. Meanwhile, Jorge Martin is making headlines again with another post-flag crash, and Toprak Razgatlioglu is battling through technical growing pains as he finds his footing. The season is wide open, and we are bringing you every update as it drops, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell to stay ahead of the pack. Most riders at 29 with 3 world championships and a massive global following would be looking to kick back and enjoy the spoils of victory. But Toprak Razgatlioglu, he's not built for the easy life. In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the paddock, the Turkish sensation has walked away from his comfort zone to tackle an untried bike in MotoGP, officially becoming the first Turkish rider to ever compete at the absolute peak of two-wheeled motorsport. Standing at a towering 6'1", Toprak doesn't exactly fit the traditional mold of a motorcycle racer. His journey to the top is anything but conventional, rooted in a humble background where sacrifice wasn't just an option, it was a necessity. Born in the coastal town of Alanya, his destiny was practically written for him by his father, the legendary stunt rider known as One-Wheel Arif. It was his father who famously told a young Toprak, "One day, my son will race in MotoGP." But the road to that dream was paved with tragedy. In 2017, just as Toprak's career was beginning to skyrocket, his father was killed in a tragic motorcycle accident. He never got to witness his son lift those world championship trophies or take his place on the premier grid. When you hear Toprak talk about his father today, the emotion is raw. He's not just racing for himself. He's carrying a legacy, riding with the weight of a nation on his shoulders, and pushing to prove that his father's belief in him was more than just a dream. It was a prophecy. Right now, Toprak is in the thick of a massive transition with the Prima Pramac Yamaha team. They're navigating a gamble of a season, testing new engine configurations in anticipation of massive regulation changes by 2027. It's a grueling process of data, endless travel, and 30,000-foot strategy sessions. Yet his team manager, Gino Borsi, notes that Toprak's attitude remains refreshingly grounded. For a 3-time champ, he's remarkably open-minded and eager to learn, proving that his talent is matched only by his character. As commentator Neil Morrison put it, Toprak is the real deal, a rider whose spectacular superbike feats hold their own against the likes of legends like Marc Marquez or Pecco Bagnaia. We are watching a rare talent transition from being a superbike icon to a MotoGP pioneer. Whether he conquers the grid or experiences the inevitable growing pains of a rookie season, one thing is certain. The spirit of one-wheel Arif is very much alive in every corner he carves. What do you think? Can Toprak's unique, stunt-honed style translate to the raw power of a MotoGP machine, or will the steep learning curve prove too much? Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that subscribe button to keep up with his journey, and remember, sometimes the hardest paths lead to the most legendary stories. Ever wondered how the landscape of MotoGP shifts when the pressure hits the tarmac at Jerez? The free practice sessions are rarely just practice, and today's FP1 at the Spanish Grand Prix proved exactly that. We saw the VR46 squad storm to the top of the timesheets, asserting their dominance in a way that truly catches the eye. It is fascinating to watch how the satellite teams are consistently biting at the heels of the factory outfits this season. But let's address the elephant in the room, Marc Marquez. The multi-time world champion looked noticeably off the pace today, which is a stark contrast to the expectations many held coming into this weekend. Is it a lingering issue with the bike setup, or is the competition simply evolving faster than he can adjust right now? Watching a legend struggle for rhythm is always a sobering reminder of just how thin the margin is between brilliance and being buried in the midfield. As we head into the rest of the weekend, keep a close eye on those sector times, because the gap between the frontrunners and the rest of the pack is shrinking by the minute. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Jerez FP1 action, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from the paddock. Who do you think will snatch pole position this weekend? Let us know in the comments below, because in racing, yesterday's hero is only one corner away from becoming today's history. Have you ever wondered what the raw intensity of MotoGP looks like behind the visor? Welcome to the Circuito de Jerez, where the asphalt is sizzling and the stakes for the Spanish Grand Prix are sky-high. We have scoured the paddock to bring you an exclusive, frame-by-frame look at Friday's practice sessions, capturing the kind of grit you just don't see on the broadcast. From the aggressive lean angles that defy physics to the focused expressions of the world's fastest riders, these shots tell the real story of Friday's action. It's not just about the lap times, it's about the subtle dance between man and machine as they fight for every millisecond of grip. You can see the tension in the garage and the sheer commitment in every corner exit, reminding us exactly why Jerez is such a sacred ground for motorsport fans. If you enjoyed this visual deep dive into the heart of the paddock, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from the track. Racing is a game of millimeters, and sometimes a single photo captures the entire narrative of a championship. Who do you think holds the edge heading into qualifying? Let us know in the comments below, and remember, in this sport, the finish line is only the beginning. Is it possible to crash your bike even after the checkered flag has dropped? Well, Jorge Martin seems to think it is a brand new tradition. Welcome back to the 2026 MotoGP season, folks. After a grueling month-long break caused by the postponement of Qatar, the paddock has finally descended upon the legendary Jerez circuit, and let me tell you, the script for the Spanish Grand Prix is already getting weird. Fabio Di Giannantonio absolutely dominated FP1, leading a Ducati 123 that served as a massive wake-up call to the rest of the field. Diggia utilized a fresh set of mediums to punch in a blistering 1 minute 36.954, effectively snatching the top spot away from Alex Marquez in the closing minutes. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, Jorge Martin. After that bizarre celebration crash in Austin, he managed to repeat the feat here by dumping his bike on the outlap to a practice start. Thankfully, he walked away unharmed, but you have to wonder if the championship pressure is starting to manifest in these strange, post-session mistakes. Meanwhile, title leader Marco Bezzecchi looked solid in fourth, and Marc Marquez, finally feeling physically refreshed, nabbed fifth. It was a tough morning for some, though. Pecco Bagnaia seemed to be wrestling with braking issues all session, languishing in 11th, while Fabio Quartararo had a nightmare morning, finishing way back in 20th. Seeing Ducati flex their muscles like this while Aprilia struggles to maintain their early season momentum makes this weekend a total toss-up. Do you think Martin needs to dial back the theatrics, or is he just pushing the envelope too hard? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're stoked to see racing back on track, And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single beat from the Jerez paddock. Sometimes, the most important laps are the ones you never intended to take.